Oh, you best believe me when I tell you guys you are lucky. And you are in for some incredible footage I have collected for you here. Sure, understandably, we're still climbing the ladder, so the games are questionable. The decks are questionable. Not from me. As you guys know, Papa makes impeccable plays. My favorite tongue twister. Go ahead and try to say it. Papa makes impeccable plays. Pause the video, try to say it 3 times in a row. It's a doozy. It's hard. You can't do it. If you did, congratulations. I will be airdropping you a check for $3.4 million. You're welcome. I'm wealthy. It doesn't matter. I could throw it around like that. $3.4 million to me is like you finding a 20, you know? You're going to be like, oh, cool, 20, but it's not going to make or break you. That's me with I'd say up to $14 million. That's me. If I put on a jacket, reach into the pockets, and pull out $14 million, I'd be like, whoa! I'd look at my girlfriend, whoa! I'd have to shout at her across our mansion, whoa, we're going to sushi tonight. That's sushi money to a guy like me. But back to the footage. I get distracted easy. The footage you're about to see is with everybody's favorite single prizer. Alakazam, give it up for him. He loves drawing cards. He loves having cards in your hand. I love having cards in my hand. Sometimes I got too many cards in my hand, and I do this fun pantomime where I'm juggling them, and I go, oh, oops, all cards here. Oops, all trading cards. And then I go, actually, I'm going to knock out your Mega Venusaur for 3 prizes. Sorry. And then they go, well, that wasn't very funny at all. And I go, this has never been funny. I used to play this game on the streets for rent money, dog. Now you play it online for fun, Holmes. I used to play this thing to get by. But that's a story for another time. Now that's how I started making my millions, was with illegal street betting Pokemon trading card games. As in my youth, but who amongst us hasn't committed a crime in our youth? Here's another one I also did. I stole a vacuum from a Target because in college I didn't have vacuum money, but I did have dirty carpets. Do you see my conundrum? So I just walked in, grabbed it, put it on the bottom of the cart, walked out, said, oh, I forgot my wallet. I'll be right back in. And then I just never went back in. Nobody stopped me. Nobody cared. Got a free vacuum from Target. But back to the deck. Alakazam, it lets every evolution when you evolve lets you draw 2 cards. You like that because Alakazam's attack does 20 for every card in your hand. So you're going to want to be holding a big, thick hand. Okay, a big, thick one in your hand. Stack of cards, I mean. Big, thick stack of cards. We're running to Dunsparce. We're running a lot of things. You're going to see them. Footage is up here. Okay. I'm sorry if you have a steak dinner in front of you. You are not allowed to finish it. We're going to be holding spoons here. Cereal exclusively. Footage. The footage here. So it's me, William Bradford Holland, that's me, versus the legendary Total Mortal. Thank you for joining us tonight, Total Mortal. Thank you so much. What do you have to say for yourself? Yo, this was a good game, but life for real though. I made some misplays. What kind of misplays do you think you made? I'm kidding. I'm both people. I don't have him here. I have no idea who this guy is. I do know he is a Twitch streamer because I have seen him on the online tournaments. That's my favorite kind of mint. I put one in my mouth every day. When I got dirty breath, I pop a tournament. Remember that. If you're not getting better at the game, maybe your breath is dirty and you need an online tournament. It lets you see where you stack up, maybe. But there you go. I'm running 2 Abra. Spoiler. I got 2 Abra in my deck. I don't like really spoiling the footage, but I will spoil this. I run Abras, I run Kadabras, and I run Alakazams. So here we are. Now I know we're against the legendary Staryu deck. You guys know it, the fan favorite, the Staryu deck. If you guys know what this deck does, you're lying, because I've never seen it, and I've seen every deck. Prove I haven't. Show me every deck I haven't seen. That's a challenge for you. Put a 60 cards in the comments that I've never seen put together. Bet you can't. This is a true story, actually. So here I am. I'm just searching. I'm playing with my Nesticles, Nest Ball. I'm searching for one basic Pokemon. I want to put it on my bench. That Fanrotom hits for 70. That's going to be handy. That's going to be handy. He runs some Pokemon that are less than that. He runs a shit ton of Pokemon that are less than 70. I can knock him out. 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Dunsparce on my bench. Teleport. This is a little... This Abra's actually made of glass. 50 HP. I sneeze too hard and I lose both those Abras due to wind condition. So I want that on the bench. I teleported back. Put a tank of a Dunsparce. 70 HP. God damn, you thick. Kim Kardashian ass. Arvin, love those golden locks. Gonna miss you, buddies. We're losing them to rotation. So I put the Dunsparce in the active because obviously I have a couple cards there that can draw me a Dunsparce. So that way I can switch in whatever I need. Be it I have a rare candy. Let's say I get an Alakazam. I can evolve either of my Abra boys. Okay, back to his side for whatever reason. He's playing this. My guy might also be a YouTuber if he is. Hey, shout out. Give me your fans. I want them. I'm actively trying to steal everyone's fans. I watch PokeTubers, and none of them are as good as me. So I'm trying to steal their fans actively. If you're a fan of any other PokeTuber, stop it immediately. Join me. Join my fandom. Okay, so here's the Starmie. Mysterious comment there. I'll get back to the gameplay. Mysterious comment there. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemons. He put them on my Abra there. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, is this some sort of spread deck? Some paralysis spread deck? So I got to be active. I got to be moving. I got to be digging some tunnels. I got to be running away and drawing some cards. Because I want these Kadabras or these Alakazams here. I want them in the active. So that's why I have this Dunsparce here. I'm going to try to get a Dunsparce. I got that rare candy. Maybe I can get an Alakazam. I got some energy down. I have more than enough cards to kill everything. I would like to get the amount of cards and a boss's orders. Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen. That Fezzy lives another day. That's just the luck of the Irish. Am I Irish? Nope. Are you? Are you Irish? That's what I thought. No one is anymore. They're extinct. I put down that battle cage. I'll admit it. See, I'm thinking of some sort of spread deck. I'm just protecting myself. I don't really know. Sure, I've never seen the Sneasel. Weasler. Sneasel, Weasel, whatever it is. I've never seen this deck, okay? Look, see, this is that combo I told you about. Look. Now I get him in the active. Now he has to do a lot of work to get me out of the active to try to trap me with something. Which I won't let him do. I will not let him do that. He could have won this if he actually started trapping and trying to get some damage counters on my Dunsparces and then go for a big wipe. He loses. Spoiler alert, I'm the best. But Psychic Draw, see, I draw some cards there. Enriching Energy, I put that down. This is a dope line. Remember this line, okay? Enriching Energy on a Dunsparce to get it back into your deck, okay? When you attach it to one of your Pokemon, you draw 4, runaway draw 3 more. That's 7 cards, and then all those 3 go back into your deck. That's what Papa calls powerful, okay? That's a powerful Papa move, okay? Give it up for Papa there. That's a powerful Papa move. Sure, we only take out a Dunsparce, but I showed you a dope line. That's the point of this. The footage isn't to analyze their deck. It's bad, sure. Ha ha ha. Look at that awful deck. I know. Okay, I know. But focus on, I'm showing you lines on how to use this deck better, okay? Papa's the top-rated #1 player in the history of the planet Earth. Heed what he says, okay? Heed what Papa says. And I only say Papa because I am married to your mother. So technically speaking, you're grounded. So here he is evolving to the Starmie. He's going to pop that mysterious comet again. And he's going to place 2 more damage counters. Dunsparce, runaway draws coming up. This boy wants a lot of cards in hand, too. I don't know why. Maybe he just likes cards in hand. Hyper Aroma. It smells like roses in here. A lot of roses. Like your mother's room. It smells like a lot of roses. What does he do? I forgot. Papa forgot. Papa's memory is shady. It's fine. That doesn't mean Papa doesn't remember that he loves you. Of course Papa remembers that. I had to read it because I'd never seen that card. Discard all energy from it. Now I'm paralyzed. Shit. Paralysis is good. How do we overcome it, though? Let's focus on that. Let's not focus on the scary aspect. A lot of things in life are scary, and if you only look at it as, ooh, I'm spooked out, you're never going to evolve, change, or grow. If you only stick in your bubble and you do things that excite you, you're a 7-year-old at a birthday party. Sure, you're having fun, but what ultimately are you doing? You got to step out of your boundaries, and you have to be scared, both in the card game and life. So here he comes in, 70 damage, discards 2. He's going to attach 1 more. I'm paralyzed with fear. I'm not. Come on. Who do you think Papa is? Some kind of bitch? I'm not. So at this point, I'm counting the cards in my hand. Can I boss in that Fezzy, knock it out, or is it in my best interest to knock out this Weavile? Runaway draw. Get him in hand. Okay. Here's another tip with this deck. You always want to have a Dunsparce, preloaded. You always want to have one for the next turn. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to do it inevitably. I might do it here. I don't know. Let's watch. I do. It looks like I do. I'm leaving that one preloaded. I was just really worried about getting trapped next time. That's why I'm doing all this. That extra damage was completely necessary. I was trying to get back on even prize cards, so now when I knock out that Fezzy, I go down to 2. And I get to knock out his shenanigans easy. Because he loses draw power. That's what I'm setting up here. As you can see, I have the boss's orders there. I have the cards in hand. Because I'm the best man. He has no way of taking 2 prizes from me. I have one way of taking 2 prizes from him. I'm going to win the 1-1-2-2 prize race. Because he has no 2 to follow up with. So I'm always going to be 1 ahead. Even if he goes big baller, big play, big boom move right now, it's fine. I'm not worried in the slightest. We got backup in our hand. Look how many cards we have in our hand. Look how many options there are. Even if these get shuffled in, we get Iono'd. We have a preloaded Dunsparce right there. This is what I mean. It is currently his turn. I have this to draw. Let's say I get Iono'd. I only get down to 4. Papa pops this. Now Papa's up to 7. And I'm probably going to draw another way to get some energy going. See what I'm saying? So you always want to have one of these preloaded for next turn. Okay, like a gun in your nightstand for when somebody breaks in your front door in the middle of the night and screams, hey, give me all your money and all of your daughters. You have that gun ready. Okay, that's what your Dunsparce is. A loaded gun in your nightstand for when intruders want to steal your daughter. Okay, when they want to kidnap your loved ones. That's when you pop off. I'm not worried about this thing at all. It does nothing to me. You can't pop that. I ain't worried about it. Because you can't pop that. Look at the guy's luck here. I do remember this. That's 1 head, okay? He gets to put some damage counters down. Remember the move he's about to do. Oh, wait, what's that? You're about to squeak. Sorry, one of the ghosts is about to squeak. Let him squeak. They've been active. Did you hear him squeak? Across the goddamn room. They're giant, I told you. The rooms are giant. I have a haunted mansion. I own a haunted mansion, a couple of them. I just live in this one. So this is a big baller, big play, big move, what he's about to do here. He attaches that, and I'm thinking, okay, oh, there it is. I knew he had the Devolution. My favorite pop band from the 90s, Devolution. There's another bomb for good measure. What else? Look, that's 3 heads in a row this guy got. 3 Rockets Venture bombs, all in his favor. Exploding in my face, sir. So the idea of the deck isn't terrible. The execution is, his gameplay is awful. So don't look at what he's doing. There's that Iono I told you about. Thank God we got that Dunsparce preloaded. I'm here to steal your daughter. Oh, yeah? Bang, 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 bang. He says. That goes back in my hand. That goes back in my hand. That goes back in my hand. You may have your 2 prize cards, sir. And we are now tied it up. That's fine. I really only need to get the Fan Rotom in the active with an energy attached. And then Papa's swinging for knockouts. With his, you know what out. What rhymes with knock that's on my body that's massive and giant and huge? What is it? You guys know. Yeah. So I'm artisoning here. I needed an Abra, obviously. I got to get some stuff set up. It's always good to have a couple Dunsparces. I told you about the benefit of preloading one of those bad boys, didn't I? Now I'm thinking, all right, if I get a rare candy, great. If I get an energy, great. I have a lot of good situations here. Well, you know, sometimes that happens. Sure, I have a way to find an energy. See, I'm thinking about it now. Should I risk it for the biscuit? Limp biscuit? I give up on trying to knock out the Fezzy. All right. Let's grab an energy, Hilda. Do you know how to dance, Queen? So remember earlier when I told you to always attach that enriching energy to a Dunsparce? I lied. There's no such thing as always in the Pokemon trading card game. Remember that. I'd rather make sure this can evolve next turn than do a cool YouTube maneuver. You should remember that too. If it helps you draw one single prize, it's better to do than thinking Azul thinks you're good at the game. Okay? Remember these things I'm saying to you. It doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you do. Your mom actually taught me that. That's how we got over our insecurities about our relationship. She's a wise woman, your mom. I love her so. I will treat her well in our twilight years. Until I abandon her in Morocco. She didn't tell you about her Morocco trip? She's going to be gone from September through August of next year. September of this year through August of next year. You will have the house to yourself. Congratulations. You're going to be a big boy, and we're proud of you. I know you're 36. I'm still proud of you, damn it. Who cares if I'm 32? Papa's proud of you. That's why I'm teaching you how to play this deck. Look how many cards. I was Iono'd last turn. Can we keep that in mind? And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, I have 13 cards in hand off a 4 Iono pull. If anybody tells you this deck is bad, I want you to look at them in the face and go, oh yeah? You and what army? They won't know what it means, and that's fine because we're playing our own decks, son. We're playing our own decks. Do I boss his orders? I do. I don't want that evolving. I see that as a potential threat to me, something that makes my life sticky, a sticky situation. Did you hear me punch that little bird in my room? Did you guys hear that cracking noise? That was a bird that was flying around in my room, and I punched it out of the air. I broke its neck. Prove I did, PETA. They're always trying to sue me. They have no proof of that horse operation. So here we are. I'm assaulting the Sneasel. I'm landing all over his airspace. That's me shooting at the Sneasel from my Iraqi war helicopter. He's dead. And I drew a prize card. Just like every time you kill an Iraqi in real life, you get a prize card. I see why we keep going over there. It'd be a lot of fun. Lana's aide. Uh-oh. She lived through the 80s. 90s? I don't really know history. But I know bad things have happened. So. If I was total MM Ortal, I would have quit already. I don't see. He sees a line to where he can take 4 prize cards before I boss's orders in that Pheasantipity. So, more power to him. Mama didn't raise no fool. Papa didn't raise no blind man. I believe I just made up, and that's not quoting anything. But you best believe I'm going to start saying that. Hey, Mama didn't raise no fool, and Papa didn't raise no blind man, son. That's a good saying. Type that in the comments, please. If I read that, I'm going to laugh at that. Mama didn't raise no fool, and Papa didn't raise no blind man, son. You best believe I see it all, and I've seen it all. He thinks 9 cards in hand will help him not get bossed in with that Pheasantipity. I don't think that. He's like, shit, I need something bigger than 70 HP out there. That seems to be what's going wrong with my deck. It's not. What's going wrong with your deck is that it's bad, and it relies on a gimmick, and that gimmick is bad because I have ways around it. As any good deck can do, beat a gimmick. Remember this about any deck you build ever. If the first thing it does is function, you'll win 80% of your games. Unless you're against equal functioning decks. Let's just say you versus somebody of your skill level. If your deck at the very least functions every game, you're going to win 80% of those games. Luck does happen. Don't get me wrong. You're going to dead draw. I'm not saying it has to be perfect every game. But I am saying it has to be a deck every game. We play every game. Remember that. Until we need to concede. I'm not saying being an asshole like, I'm not calling my opponent an a-hole. Oh, he wants something dead. Hey, Mr. Galley Man, kill my Dunsparce. I refuse. Oh, here we go. We're preloading this retreat because I want this done. I told you, I'm a busy man, okay? I gotta go change the tire on a bus later. I promised my friend I'd help him, and I've been postponing it for weeks. I have to get out there. It's getting embarrassing at this point. Coming up with excuses. I ran out of water. I gotta run to Walmart. He was gonna grab me some lug nuts. I go, well, that help you change the tires? And he goes, everybody, I'm a mechanic. I'm gonna need some lug nuts. That is a powerful hand. It knocks out that Fezzy. Good, hey, good game. Give it up for him. That was well fought. That was a hard one. So give it up for him. Let's get into this next one. I'm on pins and needles. The footage. Let's go, footage. Make no mistake about it. I know it sounds like it'd be all fun and games buying Russian property, but it is a headache. They're all like, Hanja Brorde. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. $400,000 though, yes or no? Let me know right now. Speak American or speak nothing. And then they go, 999. And I go, okay, well, that's German. So I'm completely out of the loop as to what's even happening now. Do I own the auditorium or not? So here we are, Pokemon 69. Imagine that being your legal birth name, because that's something this boy is crippled with. He's playing a Mega Venusaur deck, which is scary for me, because Mega Venusaur has 380 HP based. Based HP right there. That's high. That's giraffe pussy territory. That joke is stolen from Joe Rogan. That's a joke inside the comedy communities to use that, because he steals jokes. And that's one of the jokes he reuses, and I'll go back and watch any Joe Rogan comedy special, and he will say that joke. So now I'm one of the few, the proud, the chosen, the Hackings. That's a hack. Making a hack Marines joke. See, that's that Mega Venusaur I told you about. Look at that thick boy. That's a Teal Mask Ogerpon. We've been knocking those out. That's no problem at all. 210 damage. I spit harder than that. I spit with enough force to blow that thing into next year. All right, you can teal dance. He's dancing the dance of the Tealmans. He passes. He's got a sore bulba there. I'm not a donk deck. He's in no worry, and he feels that. I get my biggest fan involved. Shout out my biggest fan. Comments on all my videos. Let's count them. 1, 2. 2 to Dunsparce. I got to get my Dunsparce. The evolution of this thing. I know that sounds like a joke name I would make up, but it's not. I need to get my Dunsparce online so I can start drawing cards. Like I said, you always want to get 2 Abra on board. And a way to get your Evos up and running, okay? Ha! That's rich, that energy. That's rich. I have every Kadabra in the world currently. I have, as you see down there, I have 33 Kadabra. That's a lot of them. I know you're only allowed to play 4. I'm a hacker. I hacked into the game. I'm allowed to play 33. I have 33 Kadabra in my hand. That's good for next round. But as you can see, my ideal board state is 3 Dunsparce, a Fan Rotom, and 2 Abra. Go ahead and Iono me. I don't care. These cards are all easy to find, and I draw more cards than an illustrator who draws people playing poker. Yeah. That's a lot of cards drawn. They make a full living drawing people playing poker, and I draw more cards than them. So this guy has 2 very sore bulbas. 3 Tealmask Ogrepons. He's dancing the dance of the Tealmans. He is accelerating energy. My heart's thumping, pounding. This is a scary situation to be in because I told you I need a lot of cards in hand. I need 19, count them, 19 cards in hand. My girlfriend was recently 19. She's 20 now. Thank you very much. You need 19 cards in hand. That's when Sore Ivy. I knew a girl named Sore Ivy. She was actually a Filipino lass. Came here on a work visa. What kind of work was she doing? That doesn't matter. We don't ask questions in my house. I actually had a friend once who had the FBI show up at his home. Sorry. So I get my Dunsparce. I'll get back to that story. I got my Dunsparce online. I runaway draw. I'm looking. I got my rare candy Alakazam situation going. I know at any moment I can burst that in. I would like some sort of bossy order. Some sort of bossman. To tell what am I doing here? I have no idea what I'm doing here. So I attach there. Obviously, I want to get that going. Rare candy. I can't get enough of them. I can't find them enough. Yes, I want to draw cards. 3 more cards in hand. No boss found. That's okay. Do I dig deeper or do I preload? I don't remember. Oh, we dig deeper. That's unfortunate. That is what it is. But hey, at least I found an Abra. I need those for next turn for sure. I told you I always like to have one preloaded. We can't this turn. That's fine. I got them in hand. That's a way of preloading them. I was thinking there if I needed these on the board now, or do I want it for an Iono proof? Was I Iono proofing my hand? I'm getting back to the story about my friend in the FBI. Stop it. This is one powerful hand. I keep my pimp hand strong. That's a 260 strong pimp hand. So my friend, he commented a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram on some post about the president doing something. I don't know. I wasn't fully paying attention. And then he got a knock on his door from an FBI agent. He wasn't there, but he had a Ring camera and he was listening. And his landlord that lives in the house above him, like he rents the lower half and then the top half is rented by a Vietnamese family. They said they've never actually heard of his name before, so they should just stop coming by here, which is like genuinely that's touching to my heart. When I heard that, it pulled to my heart. Like, damn, they loved you enough to lie to The federal government, dog. No woman's loved me like that. And all you do is give them money on time. It's a very, very valuable lesson on life for the youth. So this boy's digging as deep as he can. I had no idea decks go as deep as this boy's deck's about to go. Okay, this is nuts. Look at that. He's got 4 energies. He's confident I'm not knocking him out, despite the fact that he just saw me hit for 260. He goes, surely there's no way this guy can get another one up and running because I'm about to knock it out. And I went, well, one, don't call me Shirley. Do you guys remember those movies? I hate that goddamn forest. We got to deforest it. But do you guys remember those movies? Don't Call Me Shirley, the airplane movies? That Mega Venusaur is looking thicker than your mom on her thinnest day. Watch, I believe this is actually the turn where he makes a boo-boo. Watch, and he has to undo this. No, is this not the turn? Next turn? No, it has to be this turn. Because I remember all of this. There, he makes a mistake here, and we're going to laugh and point our fingers at him. We're going to do what some people call online bullying, but what I call coaching through mistake and pattern recognition. Be excited. He's dancing the dance of the Tealmans. Attaching 1 energy from hand, drawing a card. Always fun. Teal Dance, one of my favorite abilities to use in the Pokemon trading card game. This motherfucker is going to be hitting for a lot of motherfuckers. So this is the mistake he makes right here. Watch, ready? Moves that over. Moves that over. Okay. Moves that over. Realizes, oh shit, how am I going to attack now? Damn it. All right, let's solar transfer again. And then he moves him right back over. Why? Pokemon. Man, why would you do that, man? $180 on the board, 40 overkill damage. Damn. Boy's a stone cold killer. Now, obviously, I want to take out this Mega Venusaur. That's my #1 top priority. Like I said, that's 19 cards in hand. You best believe I can do it because I'm the caveman. And I need that card right there. Boss's orders. Tell me what to do, dude. I'm counting right here if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm not appreciating the artwork. I actually hate most of these artworks. Like that Kadabra. Look at that Kadabra to the very left of your screen there. Why is he just sitting in a room with lines on the wall? Is that padding? So now I'm doing more math. Okay, I can knock out this. Is there a way I can get to... Is there a path to knocking out Mega Venusaur? Psychic Draw. Give me those 2. Yummy, yummy cards. I'm counting again here because 1, I'm bad at math. 2, I'm dumb. 3, they don't just tell you how many cards you have in hand. It should just be right in the middle, right where the Lily's determination there. Why is it not there? Oh, it makes me want to run away and draw. So I get 3 cards. The ghosts are active tonight. They're spooking me. I'm counting again. 24, 89, 6. I don't know numbers past 4. We're guessing at this point. Is there a way I can lose a card, boss's orders, and take a KO still? Let's figure it out here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm doing some math. Nope. Can't afford it. Thank God I didn't do that. The pressure! If I dropped that, we wouldn't be taking him out right here. Apparently I'm fine. Like your mom in the early 90s, your boy's fine. I take 3 prize cards. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Straight murderers a crew. Hilda, Abra, a psychic energy. What you gonna do? You got straight murderers on board. That's a straight murderer crew. I am Vanilla Ice, thank you. He's dancing the dance of every teal guy. Attach an energy, draw a card. Great energy. This boy's determined. Look at those green eyes. I want him on my shelf. Bug catching set played. He's looking at the top, I believe, 7 cards. I don't really know. But he's going to find an energy and a chikorita. That's what is important here. He's dancing the dance of the Tealmans. Attach an energy. Draw a card. Great ability. We love it. Look at how many goddamn cards I have. If you love nothing but just holding half your deck every turn, play this deck. Play it. Now, I got a couple things I got to do here. I got to get an Abra down. I got to recover an Kadabra. Oh, actually, I don't. I just realized I had 2 price cards. The only thing I have to do is attach and kill. Boom. Keep my pimp hand strong. Here's 480 to the dome. You could have evolved another full Venusaur, and he wouldn't have been an issue for me. What a great match. I'm sorry I edited that so abruptly. At the time of editing, a gang war started outside my mansion, and I had to go down and I had to show those rapscallions who's Papa. You know what I'm saying? I had to go outside with the heat. You know what I'm saying? The heat. I'm not going to say what I did to him, but let's just say, I heated him. This is only a 5-minute match. It's fun. The footage, it speaks for itself here. I don't know what to tell you. Raleigh 91, the mayor of Kentucky, Raleigh 91. So we're actually playing against one of the most famous politicians in the world, Tim Raleigh. If that is actually the mayor, that's just a coincidence. I made his name up, and this is no threat against his life. But I will hurt him. I'll find a way to turn him into a fly, and I'll hit him with a swatter. That can't be an actual threat. A fly gun? Pfft. They don't exist, dude. It's not a threat, dude. I'm not secretly building one of those in my bedroom, dude. Stop investigating me, dude. There's no way you can turn a human being into flies, dude. I don't have the serum, dude. Is what I'm going to say to the FBI when they investigate me for this. But I get it to Dunsparce down. Train on, dude. 30 years, dog. Train on. It gets a little chickpea down. I can't remember why this game is in here, so I'm watching along with you guys. It's in the footage. It's got to be important. It is. I told you, it's just ladder climbing. But there is something to be learned from this. That's a tiny little nut. Look at that tiny nut. Basumi for $34 million in the court of law, sir. Bug catching set. Look at some sort of number of top cards. You get to pick any grass Pokemon and grass energy. It's some of the best search we have right now, and it's limited to grass, which grass has like every Can we just talk about this for a second? Grass is having a real moment where it is just absolutely serving cunt in our faces, and we are allowing it to happen. It has Force of Vitality, Burst Evolution. It's got great search. It's got some of the most broken abilities in the game, and Dancing the Dance of the Tealmans. The one that the baby Meganium has, where he gets to double your grass energies, is crazy. It has Solar Transfer, a thick boy as its mega representation for the season. I mean, really, what else does it need? I, for one, am fucking disgusted by the amount of shit they shoved into our faces. How much support they give all these grassies. Degrassi. Sorry, that was a ghost rat. It was laughing at one of my jokes. 1, 2, 3. To Dunsparce, straight murder kill. All of them here. You know what to do with the murder crew. free retreat to Dunsparce is great. Sure, it only has 60, but it's not sticking around for a lot. And I got battle cages right there. There's that fucking forest I was talking about. Also, Badoo is great. It has the best baby Pokemon. Who at Game Freak loves grass this time? What are they smoking? You know, you know what I'm saying over there? At the game or TCPI, whatever it is. I'm not in the know. I don't. Whoever knows the corporate ins and outs of the Pokemon trading card game, make no mistake, is a social outcast, and they're bad at being human beings. Okay. Oh, we're playing one of the Arboliva decks that took Japanese by the Japanese storms. It took it by typhoon. That was a good one. I liked that one. Remind me, guys, that that was a good one that I liked. It took it by typhoon. It took that Japanese tournament by storm. It got second out of 7,000 people, which I didn't even know there were 7,000 people allowed that knew how to play the game total. So the fact that that many was just in Japan alone is mind-boggling to me. There's a building in Japan that can hold 7,000 people at once? I refuse to believe. Was it the Tokyo Dome? Somebody informed me of this. Somebody sent me photos of this event because that might have been the biggest fire hazard ever known to man. Fuck, dude, that would be a tragedy and a half. So he gets his Meganium online there, that wild growth ability. All of his grass energies count for 2. That's why he was able to solar beam. You know I want to draw them cards. Papa hungry. Usually I eat 2 full racks of ribs, and today I've only had 1. I don't even think I had 1. I had like 3 ribs. It was a full rack. I only had 3. I was disgusted. Not by the ribs. They were delicious. They were cooked by the best chef in the world. He's my private chef. You guys know Chef Ramsay? Yep, Chef Gordon Ramsay. I hire him for daily chef innings. That's what I call when he makes whatever meal I decide. He makes me, I call it my chef inning for the evening. I say, hey, Ramsay, come chef me, please. And he shows up and he knows exactly what that means. It means start cooking, chef boy. You food dog. Put that steak on my plate. Oh no, run away. That's what I say when my cat, I have to give it its medicine. He goes, oh no, run away. She doesn't actually say that. I'm counting right here. Do I have enough? I definitely have 7 cards. Oh, do I have enough to take out the pheasants? Oh, he retreats. But as you can see, turn 2, I was able to get set up enough to take out his pheasantipity. Just out of my raw draw alone, and I see all the cards I need every turn. I was never hungry for cards, okay? Like how your mom's hungry for every dish she sees. We were not hungry for cards. Convenient that we have spoons because we just keep digging down and eating. Picture your deck as a bowl of ice cream, if you will. And Spoon Man shows up and he just starts digging down and he eats. That's the thinning of your deck. And then you get down to that yummy, yummy melty part. And I know you're a fat fatty. So you definitely hold that up into your mouth and you drink it down, that melted ice cream down into your gullet. I know you do. That's thinning your deck. That's winning. Okay. The reward is the win. The reward is that yummy melted ice cream at that bottom of that big, big bowl I know you ate. Runaway draw. Dig with your spoons. Eat your deck. And enjoy your night, ladies and gentlemen.